All right, hello everybody, and welcome to a very relaxed edition of the Sam's Report. Geez, I almost forgot what I'm doing here. I am on vacation, but because of some of the things I posted this week, I really wanted to do a podcast, and so I'm going to do it from the balcony here, and you probably hear little kids screaming and all that good stuff, because right outside there you can see the beach, and down below me is the pool. So anyways, this is going to be what I call a meat podcast, not a meat and potatoes, because there's no fluff other than this fluff that I'm doing right now. And so two big things I really want to talk about. One, if you're waiting on OneDrive placeholders, waiting for that on the insider builds, that I think is going to be coming sooner rather than later. It's starting to show up for Microsoft internal testing, which means that that's kind of the ring of stuff before Microsoft kicks it out to everybody. So be on the lookout for OneDrive placeholders. I don't know if that's been the showstopper bug that Microsoft has been talking about all week with insider builds, but be on the lookout for that. And so here's the big scoop I had earlier in the week, which, pro tip, don't post scoops while you're on vacation because you get a lot of email and a lot of things come of that. So Microsoft is rebooting some of their hardware and software efforts related to mobile. Yeah, I know this seems kind of crazy and you're thinking like 950 and they wrote off all that stuff, but this is pretty genuine. I've heard it from a couple people, and after I posted it, I actually got a lot of confirmation saying, hey, what I wrote was actually right. So I'm very confident that Microsoft is working on this stuff, and there is very much a hardware component. And now people are going to jump to the conclusion and say, is this a Surface phone? I don't exactly know. I would think that it would be. I mean, it's from that same department. And here's something I didn't write that I've gotten tipped about, so I can't fully verify this, but I'm pretty sure it's accurate, is that Alex Kipman is part of the team that is working on this. So obviously he's from the HoloLens and Kinect team. I can't imagine they're doing any like air gesture stuff like they tried to do with other phones in the past from Android devices and that kind of stuff. I don't think we're going to see that kind of stuff, but Alex Kipman is supposedly working on it related to the screen. I'm not exactly sure what he is doing there, but we all know the kind of work that he does, and so be on the lookout for that. And the other thing that I have heard is that it's not a slab. I don't know if this means that it's foldable. I don't know what this exactly means. I would be looking at that latest patent, that Surface patent that came out about a foldable display or foldable device, but one source, and I haven't been able to find a second, so take this with a grain of salt. And if you're going to read, well, don't rewrite this if you're another blogger. I know some people do, and I genuinely do appreciate that. But I don't have enough confidence in this yet that it's not a slab phone. But that's what one source said, and so other people are saying that yes, this is actually happening. Now, for a timeline, I'm actually thinking it might be a little bit sooner than I was originally planning. One source, again, not verified information, said that he heard like it was targeted release, and this is for the software side, mind you, was for July. That was kind of like a milestone date, a large date on the timeline of development of this stuff. And so I was thinking it might take a little bit longer initially based on some of the information I got, based on where it was coming from, based on how long these development cycles take. But this might actually be coming sooner rather than later. Again, this is all very early information, and I don't write things up unless I'm very confident, which is why I only included certain details when I wrote it up publicly. And so this is like the insider information. So keep in mind that this might be coming sooner than we hope. And the UI is supposedly going to be changing. It's a private branch of development and internal testing. It's not the Feature 2 release that everybody's seeing now. It's something totally different. And so I don't know if that means they're getting rid of live tiles. I don't know if it has more live tile integration. I've yet to see what it looks like, and so I'm kind of waiting on that. But this stuff is real, guys. So if you're a Windows Phone fan, there's something in the works. And so the big question now is it ARM or is it Intel? I would have to think that this is ARM. I guess it's possible it could be Intel, but I think ARM is what makes this interesting. In theory, I guess Intel would make this quite interesting as well. But that's kind of it, guys. That is the meat and essence of this week. I'm going to go back on vacation, and I will be back doing my full thing next week. But for now, there's the beach, the water, and it's very warm. I'm actually getting a little color, which is unusual for me. Typically, I just stay nice and red or white. I don't tan very well, but seem to be doing okay. So with that, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know this is a abridged version, but this is all we got. That's the important stuff from the week, and I'll catch you right back here next time on the Sam's Report.